Media Podcast. Man, this is a birdie fest.
It's a Philly show, baby.
Let's go.
All right, hello and welcome in to Swing It and Ding It. This is Moose along with Mays and Matthews, and what a great time of year to talk about our next subject, and that's fitting. I just went through the process last week and a half ago, and we welcome Scott Miner to the show, who knows a thing or two about fitting and golf tech. So excited to talk to you about some of this stuff, Scott. I think the commercials have told me over the past 6 or 7 years I get 10 more yards every year with the technology. So my driver should go about 475 by now. Is that true?
Know, easily. If you multiply it by each year, we'd be at the end of a 6,000 yard course, which says one and done, right? And you're there. What you find is a lot of it is marketing, and some people are better at it than others, relatively speaking. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was out at Carlsbad, California, which was a magical spot. Went to TaylorMade, to Callaway, to Titleist. And it's just interesting to me that says, watch how each of these companies market to yourselves, right? To the lab, and then how they were doing it. And then you had Mizuno and Wilson and all these different manufacturers. I mean, I'll say this, the Kingdom, which is called TaylorMade's place, was magical. You drove up, these doors open up, the music's playing, they have this big theater. They have a marketing budget that just outstandingly above everybody else. They're showing you Scotty Scheffler, Tiger Woods, Rory. They're saying they were just here the other day getting fitted up for their clubs, and the grass is pristine. You're looking down this fairway, which they say is probably the most advanced driving range in the world. They have 8 TrackMans, 6 other type of device. I forget what they were called, the shot scopes there, and they can track a ball within 1 inch. And then all of a sudden I get in and I'm in row, and the guy that fitted Scotty Scheffler about a week ago was fitting me, and he was just. And then you're like, yes, sir. What should I do next? Yes, thank you. May I have another? I'll take it. And it was magical. It was great. I loved it. So, and that's what a fitting experience should be. You should have enjoyment. You shouldn't be, we all promise, and everyone, first thing they say is the numbers are rigged, right? I put you at 10,000 feet elevation, so it shows you hit a 500-yard bomb drop. No, none of it's rigged, and that's kind of a little bit of a misnomer. But I do agree, and I don't know if but a lot of people get fearful of hitting in bags. Yeah. They're claustrophobic or whatever it ends up being the case. They get themselves a little bit tight, and then they're doing things that is not natural. I don't know if you experienced that.
I'm good with all my other clubs except my driver. My driver, I cannot hit a full swing driver. Yeah. I played on a simulator and hit a wall once, and it just I just have that
gets in your head a little bit.
Yeah,
it does. And a lot of people brag. I've had the privilege of the hardest part for me, Harry, will be this year. At our place where we play golf, I've fitted almost 50 people. So either I'm going to be a villain on the golf course, or I'm going to be a hero. But I don't know how it's going to end up along those lines right now. So it's going to be tough. Now, I got guys chasing an extra 15 yards that are saying, "Oh, I'll spend that for the Autoflex shaft, and that's the way I will do." And they can do that. That's fine. If you have the money, you want to spend the money on this one. But long and short of it is, fitting for people is a combination of art and science, right? There's the data that you're going to present, the way you hit it. And I'll be honest with you, I've been through hundreds of fittings myself. And over those 40, 45 years of fittings for me, one dynamic's probably changed. I've gotten a little slower. I'm gotten a little older. And the second part is I might not be 2 degrees upright. I'm about a degree upright. But generally speaking, your swing DNA is relatively in the same pattern. Now, what happens is the newer technology, like you say, there are benefits to this. There are balls that you can get more ball speed. And if you're hurting for 5 yards or 6 yards on certain things, and I'm saying in your current setup, your ball speed, let's just take an example, is 100 miles an hour, but you're now getting 108, 110. Nothing's changed. That's the equipment is doing that for you. And all of a sudden you feel, okay, now I understand what's happening with those claims that they say, I didn't see the extra, where's the 14%, right? And that's where you sort of have to sort of show them a little bit. It says, these are good numbers. And that's the hard part, where they have some people come in with a lot of preconceived notions. I hit my 7-iron, 190 yards. Okay. And 150, they're showing up on the screen. And you're like, okay. And well, I'm not in my groove right now. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah. You talked about data science. Let's throw trends in there even. I know Moose kind of fell victim to the mini driver, but you go down the range at any tour event, most pros have a mini driver. Most AMs don't have one, but it's easier to hit than a 3-wood. It has a better dispersion, easier to hit off the deck. Mm-hmm. Do you think fit a lot more AMs with the mini driver? Do you see that popularity increasing?
It's a great question. And there's a certain profile of golfer that will hit that type of driver. What they are is they're squirrely with their current driver, and they like a lower profile driver and will hit this. But the big issue, what we're seeing right now, the trend has been about 47% drop, hybrids versus a 5 or 7 wood. So, the pros are getting everything thrown at them. Play this. And the hard part where you go into that question is, why do you want a mini driver, or why do you want that hybrid? And I sort of asked the same question is, when you're playing, what are your holes? What are your gaps? What kind of yardage are you trying to get to? A lot of them say, I don't know. And I said, well, that's problem one. Just find something to have it in versus having something that says, the 16th hole is 225 yards and I don't have a club to carry there, and a hybrid's going to shoot off the back. What do I do? That's sort of where you have to have those conversations and put check reality into people's ideas. It says, mini drivers are great if you're having a spray fest. You're left, right, military golf. You can't get yourself on the fairway. But, are you also fitted correctly? Because what happens is a lot of AMs hit down on the ball in the driver, right? And that skews a lot of numbers. It gives you sideways and crooked, and so it's tough. But those trends are the hybrids are fading. The 5-wood and 7-wood are becoming popular. And even what I'm seeing is some driving irons coming in play, meaning a 2 or 4-iron, fill in a hole. They're a little longer. They have a little more shaft flexibility, and they like that precision where they can get in there. So,
or you have someone who's just a head case like me and likes to hit a driving iron over a 3-wood.
You have your favorite club. That just you can look at someone like Michael Breed spoke to us. I thought he was interesting. We all know who he is. And, one of the things he does is he walks over to golf bag and he starts looking at his clubs, and then he pulls up a club and he goes, why don't you hit, what's your favorite club? And it happens to be whatever, 7-wood, 5-wood, 5-iron. And it's because it's the most worn out, right? Because you'll hit your favorite club. We all do. We all gravitate towards that because we don't want to throw a big number up, right? We don't want to. And it's hard. You could get the worst enemy in golf is the 6 inches for all of us. And that's between our ears. And I'm a junkie. I'm a data junkie. I'll do shafts galore. I have a trunk full of stuff. I have multiple clubs. Look, I got 6 wedges sitting here in the background. I'm the worst person to talk to. Sorry. So I can't help you.
Yeah. Every time Scott pulls into the club, there's like 3 or 4 guys end up gathered around his trunk because he's opened it up and he's got all this stuff he wants to show people. But anyway, Scott, I've known you for a couple of years now, played a couple of fun rounds of golf with you, and you'd been talking about doing this because you have a real job and you've had a really good career and still do to this day. But this was something that it was like a passion for you. And I'd like to just sort of tell everybody sort of how you made that jump, because I think there's a lot of people out there listening that have a passion. It may not be, fitting people for golf shafts, but things that they love to be able to sort of step into a little bit, maybe, at an advanced age in their 30s, 40s, whatever it may be. How did you do it?
Thanks, Harry. Well, let's not talk about age specifically, but the kids are out of the house, empty nester. So got a little more free time in your hands. And because I've always loved golf, and, as we go through our life's progressions with kids, you get 10 rounds in, you get to play back. I finally got back into the golf. I got to play a lot. I just love it. And the other nature of what I do like is I like helping people. So a lot of times I was helping people out because I was always experimenting. They were like, well, what are you doing? And that's how so I said, why don't I do this in a different format? My wife's like, well, you're good at it. Why don't you just go do something? And I'm like, at first I was going to be embarrassed, right? I'm working in a retail environment. I'm in corporate America. I mean, selling technology. And now I'm in a retail environment where somebody's asking me, what's this golf club look like? And I'm like, I don't know. They're over there. Check, or working a point of sale system. So those were a little frustrating for me, Harry. But the general nature of it, just meeting people. I mean, a gentleman comes in and his wife has first stage Alzheimer's. I was crying, trying to fit her just so that she could have a bag so she could still play with him and walk out. You got this young kid coming in at 18, killing the ball. I mean, killing it. He's got his girlfriend studying her biology books, and I'm straightening him out. And I finally said, well, you got to be a 4 handicap because no, I'm a 20. I said, well, I'm not fitting you for a driver anymore. You need wedges. And the people you meet, and all of a sudden now they become like, I've given my phone number out. They've asked me for personal advice, and they said, come over and play at my club. And that's the beauty of it. Golfers are a unique community where we all are somewhat of a head case. We all want to find the magic elixir of what can help us get better at it. And if you can help somebody shave a few strokes, get a better approach shot in, a better wedge game, a better iron game, I love that. And that's what made me say, okay, you know what? Take away some of the fears, jump in and do it. And, I'd never look back. And I see people from our place, Harry, come in. I mean, like I said, 50 people have come in from our club, and I'm not embarrassed by it. I actually enjoy it. I'm going to be more scared this summer when we go out and play with them that, they're going to come back and say, you got a wrench? Can you fix me on the third hole? And I'm like, no, I'm not fixing anyone.
Scott, I feel like the advent of the golf simulator has really made people much more in tune with their statistics, right? No one knew their smash factor a couple of years ago, unless you remembered a club and they had a TrackMan and you did that. But the average person now has access to so much more data and information. So you feel like people want to get a lot more dialed in than the past couple of years. How much of that is that with people coming in with more knowledge than ever before, and you kind of have to level the playing field and just have a blank slate and kind of give your best opinion?
That's a great question. Yeah. I think besides YouTube channels for most of the younger fitters, younger people that come in, and they have all the answers and think they have all the answers. The question is the numbers are important, right? But they're missing the one key factor that, they're chasing. I have to hit down by 4 degrees because that's what the pros do. I've got to have this spin window. I said, look, the issue you got to struggle with really are 2 things. You got to find something that fits you, because I can say this completely true that every club, there's a fit for you, right? They all come in, I want a Titleist, or I want, XYZ, I want Callaway, I want this. And I say, okay, fine. I put them in it. They come in with here's all my numbers. And I sort of look at them and it's like, it's not working. Mm-hmm. I'm better than that. I'm sure you are, but can I do a little bit for you to help you out? And so part of it is you help them feel a little bit humbled, and then you start walking them through and say, there's a window, right? What kind of ball flight do you want to see? Right now I'm seeing 120 on a 7-iron, a little too high. Your spin rate, you think you're hitting it correctly, but if I can lower it by 20 feet and get you a little bit better landing angle, wouldn't that work for you? Yeah, well, what do you mean? And then you start playing in that, those windows for them, and they really start listening a little bit more around it. And I'm also saying, okay, you want this shaft, right? Because here's the whole thing. There's 3 parts to a club. There's the grip, there's the shaft, and then there's the head. I could put the same shaft in 2 different clubs, and it'll be 2 different feelings for you. And they were like, I get it now. Because like when I do a fitting, I try to say, okay, here's a Titleist iron for you. Here's a Callaway iron for you. Here's a Srixon iron for you. And maybe there might be a Mizuno. And at the end of hour and a half of you banging balls, you haven't remembered hitting the Titleist iron versus this one, but you're like, I think I like that. So then I call the bake-off contest. I leave all of them lined up, and I say, you're on a par 3, that you're hitting it 150 yards, 2 shots. And now I call the beauty contest, and you pick out 2. Tell me the top 2 that you actually like, because I have all the data to support it. I just want you to tell me now that you do, because how many times have you bought something, Moose, or yourself, and you have a little buyer's remorse because you're just like, it's not doing the same thing I thought it was supposed to be doing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah.
Yep.
All the time.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, we appreciate the time. We have such a busy show today, but I never let our guests leave without asking them one question. With it being a Philly-based podcast, we need to know your number one Philadelphia or Gap golf course that you have played.
I was my favorite course, Huntington Valley. I was a member there for 15 years.
Great
I've
spot.
never had a boring round there. I can say that with the 3 9s there, it was still one of the best courses in the area to play and have a bunch. I really liked.
Love
I like
it.
that.
Great
My first
spot.
hole-in-one's there.
Is that right?
Yeah, that adds a little something special to it.
All right. Well, how many clubs are in your car right now, like that aren't yours?
Don't share your address. Someone's going to go break into his trunk.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of irons, 5 sets of wedges,
4 sets,
4 sets of drivers, and probably at least 12 shafts.
Oh my God.
Wow.
All right. Well, if anybody wants to get in touch with Scott, his email is MajMinor, MajMinorCSM.com, right?
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Sorry. Yeah. Right. MajMinor.
So yeah, for those folks, I'll just say the one quick thing. There's a lot of places you can go to get fitted today. I think there's, I'll say I've been to all of them. I've been to Club Champion. I've been to True Fit, Golf Galaxy, PGA Store. My only concern, and just got to be careful when you are getting fit, make sure the person's looking at you when you're swinging and watching you, not just handing you clubs and then saying, oh, that's great, you're doing a good job. That's not what you do. 2, make sure they're not working off a commission plan. I mean, I'm sure you said you've heard puring clubs and that's an extra cost, and we all know who does that.
Mm-hmm.
End up paying out through a lot more money, and then you walk away sort of feeling jilted. You got to feel comfortable enough because, golf is hard enough trying to swing a club sideways and hit it straight, to then buy something and then walk away and say, I just spent $700 for a driver and I really don't like it. Right. And so you got to go to a place that gives you that comfort, makes you feel at home, and gives you both good news and bad news. Right. I've fitted people where I said, there's nothing I'm putting you in that's going to change. I mean, you're hitting yours great. Stay with that back. Because I don't work off of commissions. I'm supportive. I like reviews where people said I've helped them and you post a good review. I appreciate that.
Awesome. And
that's the important part. So just remember that when you're looking.
Good stuff. Very important. Now's the time too, right? Great time of year to
get that. All the new clubs are out. Yeah. All of them are coming out. Wilson is a quiet sleeper out there right now. I think Mizuno, Titleist, Callaway, they've all got new irons, new woods. Most people are stocked, have all the shafts. Try them. Now, it doesn't hurt to say, okay, do I get that extra 14% on my drives? But you never know. You might find it. But the one thing you got to make an investment on, and I'll say this, is a putter fitting and a wedge fitting is paramount.
Yeah.
Knowing your gaps, knowing what you're in from 120 yards and in, and how you shoot those numbers. I just give you the anecdotal story. I was at Titleist TPI California, and I probably played multiple wedges, and the guy said, I want you to try every bounce, every grind. I'm like, really? And I mean, it was pristine. I mean, they had bent grass, Powea grass, Bermuda grass. There's people cleaning up after you. You're hitting every.
And you're not allowed to hit a strip either. You have to, because they want to see your turf interaction. So
they do, and they're
on social media call them out because they're like, oh, the super is gonna have like a field day with you, like with those non-traditional like hit patterns, and it's like, no, they tell you like move it over so we can see your turf interaction with each club.
Wow,
absolutely. And I walked away shocked. Because the guy was really nonchalant, and I said, I really like this one. And he goes, yeah, I figured you'd like that one. And I turned around, and it was a grind I would have never picked in a million years. And I'm looking at him like, it was Titleist's new SM11s. They were telling us, try this one. And then we moved up from a 58 to a 54, and I was hit all the different grinds there. And I found, again, I looked at him like, I would have never, he goes, you're hitting it clean. You're a bit of a digger. I would have never picked it. And I'm a fitter, and I'm sitting here going, I learned something.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Seek professional help. That's the bottom line.
exactly right.
Professional help. We'll close with
It
that.
helps, yes.
Yeah, Scott, thanks for joining us. And get out and see Scott or someone that can help your game. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back to Swing It and Ding It. Thanks again to Scott Miner for joining us, talking about club fitting. Sounded like more money coming out of my pocket, but I digress. Why not get a mini driver?
I can introduce you.
Moose.
Yeah, please don't. I don't need to meet that guy. He's too nice, and he'd have all my confidence.
Ask him for one of
going.
the sets of his irons in his trunk.
Yeah. Well, if you're watching the show, you'd realize that we're joined by many guests. We're excited about this. So our friend Carl from Philly Golfgram's brainchild here. So what are you thinking? What are we going to do here?
Well, about a week or two ago, we did a draft, and we drafted as you would in a fantasy football draft. All the courses in the Philly area, we all had to pick. We went through 5 rounds, and we put out a post, and it got 50,000 views or so. And there was a ton of comments of people saying, you have to do a public one. So here we are. We're going to do a public one. We're going to give these people what they want. And we're going to include our friends from Swing It and Ding It and Francesca as well. So we did a randomized selection, and Francesca won with the first overall pick. So she's going to have to announce her first pick for the inaugural Philly Public Edition golf draft. So you're on the clock.
Okay.
13 seconds.
A lot of pressure here.
Well, you know what? I mean, when it comes to public golf courses, it's kind of a no-brainer. I'm going to just start out, and this could be political. I might just go with 5 Ponds. 5 Ponds Golf Club. That's going to be my first pick. And do I have to say why or no? I can just say it.
You can, yeah.
All right. Well, it's where I learned how to play golf, and it's the first thing that comes up. I could be in a coma, and it's the first golf course that comes to mind. So 5 Ponds for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little sentimentality there first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nostalgia.
I'm a girl. We put nostalgia and sentimentality on anything. It's like
My favorite public course overall is Pebble Beach, just so we know. Just want to get that out there. Nice little muni.
Pretty close to Philly.
No,
pretty
Philly.
close.
Yeah.
Just outside Gap area.
Yeah, they considered adding it to
Yeah.
Gap.
Yeah.
All right, so I have the second pick. I'm going to go with pretty chalk pick, but I'll go with Jeffersonville. So from Norristown, Pennsylvania, Donald Ross Design, Jeffersonville Golf Club is off the board.
All right.
nice.
Love that.
Our third selection will go over to Shmo. And Shmo, if you want to introduce yourself, got an awesome account, scratch golfer that taught himself.
Thank you, Carl. Yeah, I'm Joe Sheeran. For those who don't know, Instagram handle scratchbyshmo. Go check it out. But I'm from Delco, so I'm a Delco guy at heart. I was going to go Jeffersonville. That's a solid pick. I don't know if you classify this as Delco, but I'm going to go Glen Mills with a third overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's a solid golf course. Played it a lot in the past few years. So Glen Mills, that's my.
Is that Delco adjacent?
Yeah,
I think it's technically Delco.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's
Brandon
a good golf
has the
course.
first pick.
Oh my God, I get to keep
Brandon, you
my
have to introduce
pick. I'm
yourself,
so
too.
happy. All right, I'm Brandon, or Instagram Slice of Dopamine. I'm in like the golf media side of things, so I belong behind the camera. I don't know why I'm in front of it right
Your
now.
stuff looks great, man. Stuff looks
Thank
great.
you.
Big fan.
Appreciate ya.
Honey.
Speaking of good social medias, I'm going Windcoat as my number one pick.
Good choice.
Because whoever does their drone stuff is great. But no, I do really enjoy that place. They keep in really good condition. Everybody I've met there's top tier, and then they also have like continuous plans to just like grow in the future. So it's exciting to see.
A little bit of a drive, but it's worth it.
For sure.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I will lose 12 balls in the first 9 holes, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Or 12.
Don't forget our
followers who disagree
sponsor,
with you.
Yeah.
Buy My Balls. Go to buymyballs.com. Thank you. Appreciate that setup.
Oh yeah, I got you.
All right, we're going to go over to fifth pick, Jack. Introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? What's going on? My name's Jack Failing. My Instagram is Forfailinggolf. Been doing the social media thing just a couple of years, but you might know me from some videos, mostly in the Philadelphia region. Philly public golf is definitely right up my alley. So been writing down the picks here. So my brain's going, took a couple of my first picks off the board.
Oh, dude, I should
But
definitely write these down.
there's still a good one left, I must say, for a first pick.
Don't take me.
I'm going to go with Broad Run.
Okay.
Yep.
So little Reese Jones design, championship course. That's a tough one, but I don't know. I'm a fan of daunting, up slopes, down slopes. That course kind of
Elevation
fits my
change.
eye.
Yeah.
Elevation change, the rolling hills.
A nice
You don't get
undulation.
that. Yeah, you don't get those visuals at many places, especially like on the public side.
Yeah.
Where you
That
could, like, stand in
17th
a-
hole's a
yeah.
nice elevation change.
Oh yeah.
Oh
For
yeah.
sure.
All right. Our
All right, is it
final
us?
pick of the first round, and you guys are actually going to get 2 picks. We're doing snake draft, so
Oh,
Okay.
you'll get 6 and 7. So swing it and ding it, crew.
Guys,
and
here's my thought. You tell me
Back
what
to
you
back.
think.
Cubs.
For one of these pick, I got to go Cobb's Creek.
We have to go Cubs.
Yeah, I figured that was.
We need to rehearse this, and we're
That's
just
like a
we're-
a precursor pick.
It
Yeah.
doesn't
That's not
matter.
right.
You have to.
That was going to
There
be
you go.
next.
You can't let it.
Oh, you had the hat and everything.
All right, so we'll go Cobbs for that pick, and then what do we think for our next one?
Well, I mean, I was thinking of one if it came down to me. Makefield Highlands is pretty damn good. Linksy style, Bucks County, not that far away.
Whose dog is so thirsty, by the way?
affordable.
That's my dog.
That's
That's amazing.
That's Fergus. He loves water.
That's
He's
awesome.
upset at the
He's
Mayfield pick.
dehydrated.
Well,
No,
if
I
he
mean,
starts
we're-
barking,
I'm welcome
then
to
my
have the-
dog, Leo, he's sleeping on my bed. He's gonna start barking too.
You can change it, Danielle. if
No,
you want.
what do you think,
Moose.
Danielle? I think we stay with it.
Yeah, we'll let Harry have this one. Just remember, we gave you this, Harry.
Oh, he's throwing me a
I
bone,
can't
huh?
hear you
Nice.
guys. Oh, no.
Speaking of the dog.
Yeah.
So back to
All right.
Jack then for pick 8.
All righty. It's a tough one. I think I might have to go a little sentimental here, guys. Walnut Lane, taking it off the board.
Nice.
Second
think-
round pick.
I know.
Yeah.
It's sentimental. Danielle, or somebody mentioned it earlier about sentimental, and I had to make the note in my head for this pick. That was kind of my home course during college. There is a lot of history in the course, though, so I do like the history stuff. Alex Finley design has a lot of nicknames. The Lane, the Nut, you name it. So
I have never played it and not gotten a D'Alessandro's cheesesteak.
Oh my God,
That's
I
true.
have
that should be the
never
first
played
thing
that
we do
course.
after this.
Moose, we
Obviously,
played it
once
with Jay
the-
Billis.
We did.
Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a
Great.
fun little track, though.
It
not gonna
is.
lie.
It
And also,
is.
like, especially for that area, you really don't have many options. So
Yep.
just
the fact
just
that
bring the
it's-
irons.
the fact that it's
honestly.
even where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we go back to me. All right, I'm also gonna go my most played. I'm gonna go Bella Vista as my next one here.
Yeah.
Gilbertsville.
It was like pretty easy to get like a tee time there for the most part, and it was like the little par 3 over the water is always like something to look forward to. So it's my second round pick.
Good pick.
That island hole is really cool at that course.
Yeah, when the wind whips up, though, you can never figure out the yardage.
Yeah.
Comes off.
Yeah.
that.
Francesca,
That's the-
if you're
Figure
back,
out my
one that-
yardage regardless of the weather.
Bella Vista and Walnut Lane are also off the board now.
That's the
Okay.
one that finishes
Is
on
it
the
my
par
turn to pick?
3, right? Bella Vista.
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
finish? Yeah.
That's probably my least favorite part of it.
Yeah.
I don't like a finishing hole as a par 3.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's Carl, right? And
It'll go Schmo next.
No, and then me.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good pick, Brandon. That was gonna be mine. I was thinking about.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna do a sentimental pick. That's the only course I have a hole in one.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which hole?
Humble
Island
brag.
Is it the island green?
The third hole.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
it was
little
like
uphill.
165, just pretty straight away.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the
Um,
long par 4 on the
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But I'm gonna go somewhere in that same vicinity. I always call like the smoke tower golf courses, like you can always see the smoke towers up that way. I'm gonna go with Raven's Claw for my second pick. I always always enjoy going up there, and I don't know how long ago, but I know it used to be an LPGA spot. So yeah, a lot of good memories at Ravensclaw. I really enjoyed playing up there.
Yeah, I think the Symmetra Tour went there a few times, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of artifacts from that tour on display in their clubhouse when you walk through. So, good pick. I'm gonna mix it up and go Jersey Shore. I'm gonna go Twisted Dunes. If you've ever been there, really cool. And it gets me some cred for the Jersey people that always feel left out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of golf in Jersey, but I don't take the trip across the bridge as much as I should. Much different feel when you play in Jersey, so it's worth it.
It's definitely worth taking that bridge trip though, because like it really opens up so many different options as soon as you get over that bridge.
Yep.
100%. All right, back to you, Francesca, for your 2 picks. So you're getting another pick. You're getting 2 in a row here, coming back.
All right. So I just want to make sure because I had to jump out because of the audio was funny on my end again. I apologize. So I couldn't tell if anybody picked this one, but Turtle Creek. I'm gonna have to put Turtle Creek there as a pick. And I have the best memories competing in Suburban 1 and districts and regionals over at Turtle Creek. So we did win our regional tournament there as a team. So Turtle Creek is for me.
All right. I like it.
All right.
Very nice.
You get a second one here.
And then my
Now I gotta
second
rethink.
one, oh, man, I'm gonna go with. I'm pretty sure this is public. I've played this course a while ago. I'm gonna go over to Jersey. Burlington Township, is that's public. Burlington Township Municipal.
I've never played it, so I don't know.
I know there's Pennsauken right there. That's on the list for
It's
sure.
not that. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, but that's going to be on my list too, just because I know I've got people who follow me from that area who always talk about that course. So throw them a bone with that one. But it is a good course. Played that course years ago. But see, I was very young, so I can't remember if it was country club as an invite or it was public as an invite, but I just remember that being a solid course.
Nice. I'll mix it up again. I'll go Delaware. I'll go Rock Manor. From what I recall, it was always in good shape. Easy to get to right off of 95 there, and interesting layout and good conditions. So give the Delaware folks a bone here and take Rock Manor with the next pick.
Yeah.
It's one that always like pops up when I'm like looking at golf courses to play, but I haven't made it there yet.
Yeah, it's just like a few miles into Delaware. It's pretty easy to get to.
I'm scared of Delaware.
Dude, same.
The no sales tax.
No taxes is crazy.
There's just no rules.
Yeah, I don't go into Delaware.
No holds barred. Yeah.
I'm actually not allowed in Maryland.
State.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Anyways.
All right, Schmo, you have
back to me. All right, I'm gonna go in Jersey as well, but this one you can see the city skyline along some of the holes. I'm gonna go with Riverwinds.
I knew that was going right
Jaws,
for that.
Jaws has entered the chat.
Schmo.
Jaws was not happy so far.
Yeah. That's a good pick. I feel in the 3rd round. I feel like that's good value right there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, tremendous value. Howie is happy there. That's a steal.
I definitely spent like 2 hours playing golf there and like 3 hours like staring at all the airplanes just like going through.
Yep.
Like, my ADHD was going
spot.
crazy there.
It is.
Note to self, don't go there. Yeah.
Let's see. That gives me right. All right. We're going Paxton Hollow on the next one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Damn it.
Haha. Fun fact, got married there. So
Oh.
I have to put that on the list. Thank you. Because before
So I take it you're still married.
Yes.
I was
Still
gonna say.
married.
Good
No,
question.
he's hoping his ex-wife is listening. It's a way to get her back.
No, very
He's trading it. He's trading his pick.
Yeah, very happily married. But it was before I even played golf, so I was just there like looking at the golf course.
Well,
And
that
now
doesn't
I'm
count.
like, yeah, now I'm like, I kind of wish I played then, but have played it since, and it is like a fun track.
Yeah, complete redesign.
Another,
I think they're
another
halfway.
place that looks like they're kind of like working on, just kind of building for the future, which I always appreciate.
Look at
Good
all the
little
men with
bar,
the
good little
sentimental
bar in
values.
there too.
Yeah.
Anthony's, I think it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony's,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we
Over
up?
to
Not
Jack.
yet. One more. Then we close it
All
out.
right. I am gonna go with Iron Valley. Another
wow.
big, bold design. I'm actually surprised that one's still on the board. I only got to play it once, and it was freezing. I remember it was like 2 years ago, but it stuck in my mind. I still haven't gotten a chance to go back, but I love that course. That still sticks in my mind to today. Yeah.
I get so many DMs saying you got to get to Iron Valley. Why isn't Iron Valley? It's probably about an hour, I'd say, from
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prussia,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
all on the turnpike, and from the photos I've seen, it does look like a great spot.
A buddy of mine lives in like the Harrisburg area, so we kind of meet there often for like a halfway point. Does anyone know, are they owned by the same people as like Broad Run? I know I
think
see.
so.
Yeah.
I think they are.
Okay.
I forget what the group is called.
Briar
but
Trail or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
So really, if you enjoy the Broad Run, Iron Valley is pretty much like a second
Yeah.
version of that.
All right, Swing It and Ding It crew. We got to wrap this thing up. Now, it's a shame because think about some of the ones like the Scotland runs that went private, Atlantic City Country Club that went. There were a lot of
Lulu
like.
used to was semi-private-ish. Like,
Don't
That's
you
true.
say
Yeah.
that.
it's true.
Now I'm going to
You
get a
know?
whole lot of
The
crap for what
clubhouse
Oh,
is
Jesus.
burnt down, and it's open to some cash rounds.
She's right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Just because she's
Shots
right
fired.
doesn't mean she has to say it.
We can still
Sorry,
edit
Eric.
before we
She
still
doesn't
edit
get
before
the
we
text
post.
that I'm going to get.
Sorry, I thought you were cutting out. I couldn't hear you on that last part.
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys think?
Well-
If it was my pick, I'm
Go
sticking
ahead.
in Jersey with Running Deer. But you guys tell me.
You're just kissing Jaws' ass.
Yeah, well, you guys are going Delaware, everything else. I'm going
Yeah.
up to Scranton to Napa, Emanin. No name backwards. It's the golf course that Brandon grew up on. They just put a range in, I'd say maybe last year, the year before. No reception, 3 cart barns. Some people there still own their carts from like the 60s and 70s. The place is so great. I think my father-in-law paid $50 a year for Brandon for a junior membership there, but the place is insane.
All right, that's not our
all right.
pick.
I was going to go.
It's my pick. It's my
I was
pick.
going to go Old Homestead or Golden Oaks, but screw it.
You going Emanin?
I'll just
We'll
put
take you
their
to
names
Emanin
out
after the
there.
next
Yeah,
meeting.
We'll go with Danielle's pick. We got to give a little Scranton love.
On the board, baby.
Awesome.
Good stuff. All right, we'll make sure we get everything compiled, put out. Carl, I know you'll.
We're
do
gonna
a
have
nice
people
job.
vote. We're gonna have everyone
All
vote
right.
to decide which roster is the strongest. So
I like it.
we'll get it out there, and
Yeah, I can't wait for
we're gonna get
everyone to tell us how wrong we are at everything.
Yeah.
That's the fun part, though,
course
right?
on the map.
Starting a little golf
Francesca,
war. I
welcome
love it.
back. Everybody else, great meeting you guys. Love to
Good
talk to
seeing
you
you
more
guys.
in the
Thanks for having
future.
us.
For having
Appreciate
us.
what you all do. The Philly golf scene is strong, and you guys are all a big part of that. So a lot of fun having you guys on. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with a little bit more.
Appreciate
All right, welcome back to Swing It and Ding It. We had the Ocho box going for a second.
We did.
There's a lot,
ESPN, the Ocho.
a
We
lot
just
going
needed
on.
some cornhole and some like darts in there.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, there's a lot going on at Parx Casino, my casino of choice, the only casino I ever recommend in person, and BetParx online. A great place for a night of headline entertainment and award-winning dining. Listen to this, just announced Andrew Dice Clay, May
No.
16th. Yep. We have tickets still available for some of these headliners too. We have the Michael Bublé Experience. That's coming up real quick though. That's a Valentine's Day piece. So a couple tickets left for that. If you want to get in there, you got Candlebox on March 6th.
Oh, yeah.
Tracy Morgan,
Mm.
comedian, Saturday,
Mhm.
March 14th. Who else we got? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members, Cheap Trick take the stage Friday, April 3rd, Harry.
Wow.
How about that? Melissa Etheridge also
Ooh.
in April. Jacob Dylan and the Wallflowers,
Yeah.
Thursday, May 14th. A lot of stuff going on. Parx Casino. This is how you win. ParxCasino.com to buy tickets. You must be 21. Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER. ParxCasino.com, obviously, for all your ticket needs.
That's a pretty good list of concerts coming up there at Park.
Yeah,
Their entertainment
shows,
has
we got-
been
Yeah.
Stepping
really
up.
good, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know some other stuff coming too. That's strong. So
Hmm.
yeah, really good stuff. But how about Mr. Gotterup? All of a sudden,
Oh,
this
yeah.
guy has 4 wins. He has 2 wins already this season. gets in a playoff with Hideki Matsuyama, drills the birdie putt. I mean, you got Scotty surging Harry on Sunday, shoots a 64. Just a wild end to a pretty fun and wild tournament.
Yeah, it was great. Go ahead, Danielle.
I was going to say, skipped his college teammate's wedding. And at first they were like, really? Like for work? And then goes and wins. And they just started going nuts over it. It was pretty cool to see that video and his teammates to be like, all right, we'll excuse you for not being a groomsman.
Got to do it.
Yeah, it really was great. It was great drama. And then you had the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like it's really an exciting golf tournament. Watched it all, and then
the star of Happy Gilmore too, Bad Bunny performing though.
So. Oh yeah, that's right. He was the caddy.
Harry's a big Bad Bunny,
or as I call Baboni. You have to say Baboni.
Yeah, but I tell you, Hideki fought his driver all day long. He had the lead going into that final round, and he was fighting it, losing it, to right most of the time, and then he started losing it to the left. He missed all but I think 2 fairways all day, and it's hard to win that way. And yet he still battled into a playoff. He hits it in the church pews on 18 on the 72nd hole and ends up making bogey and brings Gotterup back in. Yeah, he hit the lip, and I didn't think he would. No. I mean, he had like maybe 100 yards. I don't know what it was. He had a very lofted club, obviously. Yeah. He had some room there, and even Immelman on the call was saying, I think he's got this. And Dottie didn't seem all that concerned about it, and bam, he hits the thing and comes up way short and makes
sure Colton Nost explained it in detail. Oh my God, the guy gets paid by the word now. Jesus.
Yeah, he's empowered now. Is really what he is. Taking shots at Jim Nance.
You don't take shots at Nance.
I mean, I don't know what that's all about. They must have a relationship. That's all I can say, because there's no way that you can do that and get away with it unless you have a relationship. But whatever. Yeah. But then they go to the playoff, and it was really cool how they showed Gotterup on the range. He immediately after he signed his card went to the range, and Nobelo's like sort of wondering, scratching his head, like, why is he kind of on the range? I even thought about it.
I'm like, man, he's down one. Like, you usually don't see guys on the range unless they're like truly tied.
It was a good move. You just go hit balls. It's what you do. And, they go to the playoff, and just getting to the playoff, he birdied 5 of the last 6 holes in regulation, and they hardly showed it. That was the thing. You had really, unless you were following the scoreboard like you and I and Danielle do because of fantasy or whatever, you had really no idea what Gotterup was doing because CBS really wasn't showing much of it. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's Chris Gotterup. He actually could be in a playoff. He birdied 5 of the last 6 and then birdied the playoff hole to win, running that putt in. You had all the stuff with Matsuyama on the tee getting disrupted. He takes the club back like Tiger did years ago and was able to stop. I don't know how the hell.
And everybody's ripping to drunk fans. Meanwhile, it turns out somebody dropped a chair, one of the volunteers.
It was a security guard or a volunteer. Yeah, apparently dropped a chair the one time. But then some guy yelled when he was going to putt. There's idiots all over the place.
Guy had jeans on, by the way. He had jeans with some sort
Don't get me started.
They were bedazzled to some degree.
Bedazzled jeans.
Bad Bunny fan.
Oh, there you go. Getting ready for the Super Bowl.
Bad Bunny.
But the thing about that golf course, that it's not great to pay $900 to play as a person like us. But as a person like us to watch the pros play it, the finishing holes there are perfectly set up for drama. Take case in point, Thor Bjornsson makes eagle on 15 and grabs the lead. He had the lead by 1. Hideki's leaking oil all over the place like a 25-year-old car heading to the body to the mechanic. Man, he's just he's trying to get in, man. He's done, right? Thor Bjornsson makes eagle, but then bogeys 16 and 17.
It is a great finish, man.
If you hit it over the hole with that pin position on 16, nobody ever makes freaking par. It's basically bogey, and that's it. And then just the volatility of the finish. You made bogey on 17. You hit it in the water on 17. It's a great finish. It's a great tournament. I'm glad it's the only one that allows all this lunacy, but it is a hell of a lot of fun. It's a hell of a lot of fun.
Think about that, right now you have the hole that you can prepare for, 16. You never know how you're going to feel. You have the water situation on 17. You have church pews to close out. I mean, there's so much that goes on to closing that tournament out. I mean, you remember with the gala a couple of years ago, same thing.
Hit it in the water on on 17.
Hit it in the water.
Yep.
It is an awesome finish. So
yeah. Ricky did that too in the past. Yeah. So really good. I mean, I had Knapp in the one and done. He made bogey at 14 and then bogeyed 16. He bogeyed 16 two days out of the 4. He didn't even make the cut.
Yeah, MC.
Yeah. But it was really good. I mean, Siwoo was terrific. He's had a great start to the season. Watch out for him. Akshay, you mentioned. And Thor Bjornsson, I was really impressed by that guy. Man, he's got all the game.
I love
just
saying
needs some
Thorn
experience.
Bjornsson. I wish my name was Thorn Bjornsson.
Oh, I know.
I asked my wife, I'm like, would you still be with me if my name was Thorn Bjornsson? She's like, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like,
Moose
call me
Thor
Thor.
Bjornsson.
Oh my God, that's a name, right? Huh?
It's a name and a half.
And then I show up, people are like, that's him.
But Brooksy missed the cut. I mean, he put the different putter in there. The mallet still didn't make enough putts.
Yeah, he might have to go call Brad, Danielle.
Yeah,
I think if anybody needs to call Brad, it's our boy Brooksy.
Yeah,
he needs some help.
We're scheduled out. We're booked out. You have to get on the waiting list.
All right, let's spill some tea.
Let's do
what
it.
You got? There's a lot of stories this week, man.
So many stories.
Some that broke today, even so.
Yeah, a couple hours ago, on the injury front, JT posted on Instagram he's been cleared for all golf activity following his back surgery in November. So he's, I guess, eyeing a return for the Florida swing over here. So hard to say Cognizant, the Honda, the Cognizant Classic. So
the Honda.
The Honda's, there we go. Maybe I have to say that, right? Might even be tougher. But yeah, so JT is back. Let's keep it in this area. Charlie Woods, Tiger Woods' son, obviously. It's official. He is a Seminole. He verbally committed to Florida State for the class of 2027.
How about that, Harry? You think he's getting a little NIL money or what?
Well, I was just reading that Florida State's athletic budget is like $500 million in debt.
Oh,
so yeah, it all goes to the football team. A lot of sports are going to be struggling. Yeah.
Well, Brooks is probably doing a little tomahawk chop for that. We'll see. I don't know how close he is to Tiger or Charlie, but also in our backyard is the TGL. So did you guys see Neil Shipley dunk the simulator ace? And then, the place was going crazy afterwards. After the interviews, they all shotgunned a beer. But here's my question for you guys. Does the simulator ace count as an ace?
No. They said those guys even said yeah.
Yeah, I think if you already have one, I think you count it. It can't be your first. Can't be your first.
So it could be your 1B.
I'm not counting it for me, just so you guys know. If I ever
you got how many you got? I mean,
0.
I got 1, and I would count it.
So then, Harry, would you pick up like that $40,000 bar tab at SoFi Stadium?
Yeah, probably. I'd put it on my sponsors tab.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But, if you're what's his face? He's on Ping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Shipley.
They'll pick it up. Well, Liv, they have officially moved to the 72 holes as we knew last week. And then the World Golf Ranking said, okay, fine, we'll let you in. So starting this season, the top 10 finishers in Liv get events, or pardon me, in those Liv events get world ranked points. So Aussie Elvis Smiley won the opener. So he gets 23 points. And then that actually put him into the top 100. And then John Rahm moved from 97 to 67. So that, little asterisk next to the rankings and stuff starting to fade out a little bit. And, with Liv kind of simmering down a little bit, some of these guys might start climbing up that.
I like the top 10 for Liv. I mean, it's basically like an invitational, right? So like if the top 10 guys are going to win and beat the other top 10 guy, top 20. Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Patrick Reed's on the DP World Tour saying, "Hold my beer."
Patrick Reed is on fire right now.
Great. It's great. It's going to set up for a great Masters, man. Because it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Oh yeah. Well, they have a reopening of the Patch, so Augusta's famous Muni. It'll officially reopen on April 15th, the Wednesday after the Masters. Full Fazio, Bo, Welling, Renault. But they have added the Loop, which is a new 9-hole short course, and it's designed by Tiger Woods. So, we had to stick on the topic of public golf courses, but this is
he designs a great 9-hole course. I play it in Pebble Beach every year. The Hay,
right? Yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Pebble Beach, it's actually pebbling, if you will, the wind there. I don't know what it was like when you were out there, Moose.
I don't want to jinx myself, but it's been perfect every time.
Moose probably had a dome type weather.
Well, I had a Harry Mays type weather. I mean, it was raining some of the time, but the wind was ridiculous. I may have talked about this on here before, but I saw Harry Hall hit a driver on a 210-yard par 3 and come up short.
Tony Finau was hitting driver today on par 3. I think he was.
And this was on Monterey Peninsula. This wasn't even. Yeah, I mean, still in Pebble, but I mean, when you see guys sprinting to mark their balls, before it blows into the Pacific, like that there's an issue, and the wind that I've seen is kicking. So interested to see what happens there. And then Harry, I feel like I got to just throw this in there for you. I know you keep tabs on our women's golf for us, but the Epson Tour, they're finally adding Monday qualifiers. So 2 spots for the first 3 events we know so far. So these girls are going to get a play-in chance, kind of like Corn Ferry Tour, because it's their path to the LPGA. So just widened up a little bit for those girls and allowed some more to try to Monday in. So I think that's pretty cool. And, time they're catching up with kind of how the rest of the pro golf is.
That's pretty cool. And and I know I threw in Patrick Reed there, but man, I'm telling you, 2 wins and a T2 in his last 3 tournaments on the DP World Tour.
He's locked in for next year already.
Absolutely on fire. Exactly. And I mean, he's in all the majors, and he's a guy that I know a lot of people don't like. I like him because you need some bad guys or black hat guys, and he is more than willing to wear it. In fact, he's wearing all black Under Armour now. I saw that. Moose, I texted you because he used to be a Nike guy.
Yeah.
Now he's got the Under Armour.
It looked weird at first look. I was like, huh?
Oh, I thought it looked great. I thought it looked great.
Yeah, we got a little connection there.
I know there's a little connection there. Maybe we can get P. Reed on.
Yeah.
That'd be incredible.
You talk about stirring it up.
Let's go.
Some of the best hands in the game, that guy.
Let's get him on.
Yeah.
But that was a tea brought to you by Wear SPF. We all know what those temperatures in Philly are like, but the clouds can be deceiving.
We're coming to Florida next week. We're going to need it.
I can't wait for you guys to come down here. So down here in South Florida, the sun doesn't take a day off. So it doesn't matter that it's February. So when you guys are down here grinding on the range, when we're going out playing all these courses, we're still going to need that protection and professional grade protection. So Wear SPF is dermatologist tested, sweat resistant, and designed by a guy who lives under the sun and is making his return soon. So protect your skin this season and every season, and grab yours at wearspf.com. That's wearspf.com.
Beautiful. Now we'll get to the ATT Pebble Beach Pro-Am in a second, but how about Brandel Chambly and just the conversation around the 5th major? What do you think about that, Harry? Where are you stand on?
You want to talk about Rory's response, Harry?
Well, I didn't even see it. I know what Moose is talking about with Brandel, and Brandel works for NBC, and that's their event. So Brandel's a company guy. Brandel's a PGA Tour guy and an NBC guy. So he's going to, regardless of the slings and arrows that come his way, he is going to go down and die on those hills. So I just sort of take it for what it is. I think it is one of the best fields, if not the best field in golf. They say the PGA Championship is. But the PGA Championship has got 20 PGA pros in it too. The Players, to me, is probably the best field in golf. So if you want to count it as major, if they start doing, I have no problem with it. I really don't.
It feels different when you're watching it. It feels different to lead up to it. I know the coverage of it, they do the live from, they treat it like a major on the broadcast, but it definitely has a different feel. I get where people come from. I just think the fact that Brandel put it out there, people are like going against it just because of the way he did it, right?
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, too, I think the people at the Masters who carry as much weight of anybody in the world of golf worldwide don't like the idea that would be a 5th major, because it's played at the same golf course just like theirs is. And they want to be the only place where it's played at the same golf course. I think there's something to that.
Right. And it would kick off the major season, right? Be a whole
They want to be first. Yep.
Yeah.
Rory just said it's the Players. It doesn't need to be like anything else. Like I would say, it's got more of an identity than the PGA Championship does at the minute. And then he kind of goes into some more, but that was his take on it.
Yeah. And then Phil Mickelson, a very quick tweet, said, "I've won it. It's not." How about that?
Oh, that's gold. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yeah. He right on to Brandel's, Twitter
Yeah.
tree there.
Yeah.
It was Phil quickly that jumped in there. So
Saying
interesting.
nope.
Yeah.
And he's won it. Okay.
Another
or maybe he's saying he
venue.
doesn't want to win it, so he doesn't have eligibility back.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, a major championship venue is the venue this weekend, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, first signature event of the 8 this season. Rory defending, Scotty in the field, 80 players, no cut. Harry, the course, of course, brought to you by My Ballz, is something special.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. This time I don't have to say too much. I mean, if you don't know Pebble Beach and you're listening to this podcast, I'd ask you why. Because this is a classic dating back to 1919. Jack Neville and Douglas Grant designed it, and it will hold up for the rest of time as long as this planet is alive. They will keep this place alive. Par 72, 6,972 yards. The greens are the smallest greens they play on the PGA Tour each year. There's some that I can identify with. They average 3,500 square feet, and they're Poana, so I'm very familiar with that. They'll stimp at only 10.5 because of the winds and just the size of them. But the fairways and rough are Poana and ryegrass. There's 116 bunkers, and the water hazard. Yeah, there's one. It's the Pacific Ocean. And you're going to get plenty of great shots of it this weekend as we're coming out of this deep freeze. But they'll also play Spyglass and Monterey Peninsula, 1 round each on those, and then 1 round on Pebble Beach. And then Sunday, everybody comes on to Pebble Beach. Like you mentioned, Moose, no cut. But Spyglass, the greens are a little bit bigger, 5,000 square feet. Super tough golf course, though. 82 bunkers. 4 holes where water is in play, and it stretches out to just over 7,000 yards. And Monterey Peninsula, 6,000 square foot greens, getting more like the PGA Tour norm there. 130 bunkers, 5 holes where water is in play, and it's just under 7,000 yards. But, Moose gets to do it now every year with his boondoggle.
July.
But it is a bucket list for all of us normal people.
It is booked for the end of July.
Yes, sir.
Wow. I was looking to see if they had out the Pro-Am
any
pairings
big names out there. I didn't see them.
Yeah, I didn't see it yet. I was just looking.
And how about this? Scotty Scheffler has 6 signature event wins. No one else has more than 2.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's the cream of the crop that has it too, right? He has 6 of them.
Yeah. Does Brandel want to make them majors too? I mean, my God, he'll beat Tiger and Jack here in a few months.
I really wanted to take Justin Rose in the one and done, but I feel like I'm saving him for one of the majors. So
he'll be very popular, I think, this week.
Yeah, I went with Fleetwood. I went with Tommy Fleetwood,
okay.
But I did pretty well this weekend with the Super Bowl, and my BetParx account was pretty swollen.
Bursting at the seams.
And what I did was I went all in this weekend. I took Hovland at 2,700. How about Jason Day with his history here? Top 20 in 12 of 15, 9 of the last 10 at 4,600. Mav McNeely, who has a T10 at the Farmers. He has 2 top 5s here. Northern California guy who looks like he's ready to get a win.
Played awesome last week.
At 2,900. Hoagie was 260.
Yeah.
He's won here in 2022. Last year, I think he has 4 top 17s in the past 5 years, and his number is And I took Lowry too on a play. I like the wind. It looks like it might stay a little bit windy, but yeah, I lit up the BetParx app tonight and fired in.
Well, what's our friend Denny McCarthy at?
Yeah. I actually took Denny in the top 5 too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you luck. I don't know if Lowry's awake yet for the season. But, I wish you luck on that. Now, can you explain to me why Xander Schauffele, who's playing like me right now, is the 3rd favorite?
He actually, it's so funny since from when I looked 2 hours ago, he's dropped.
Okay.
Now
but
he
was the 3rd favorite.
5, 6. He's 8th now, but yeah, I thought the same thing.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yes.
Did they not update it?
I know the guy's got game and he can wake up at any time, but he's not playing well.
He has the same odds as the 4th place as Justin Rose at 4 at 2,800.
Okay.
It's Henley, Hovland, Schauffele, and then Gotterup's right below him, and then Ben Griffin.
That's interesting. I mean, these guys usually know something that we don't, and that would be big time if Xander finally showed up this week, because Las Vegas thinks he will.
Keep an eye on that. The line's telling you something.
Yeah, exactly. Mikey miss. But I'm taking Cantlay in a top 20 at plus 265. Hovland and Rosie as well in top 20s. This is a horse for course type of place. and guys that can putt on Poana, obviously, have an advantage here. All three of those guys can do it. And Cantlay's great in California. Rosie's won there before, and Hovland has won the amateur here before. So he loves the place. He played well
last week.
Yeah, last week. Hovland played well until the final round.
Cantley missed the cut last week.
He did.
Yeah.
But Hovland, I go and I'm watching it with my wife, and I said, "You watch. Hovland's he's not gonna do squat on this back nine." And sure enough, he did not.
Commentary.
He didn't make a birdie on the back nine. He was 1 over on that back nine. You score 1 over on that back nine in the final day, you are dropping like a stone.
Yeah.
So my commentary is necessary on this CBS broadcast, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
I enjoy
is
it.
other than the majors. This is my favorite tournament to watch.
It is great. It's great.
Yeah.
And I'll be down in Florida watching it at my mom's place.
There you go.
Yeah.
So. And then we'll be in Florida. We'll be doing the show somewhere in Florida next week. It might be.
Now what do I
Danielle's
need to bring? My
table.
microphone and
no, I wouldn't bring any of it. I think if we just have a little camera that's close to us, or are you gonna have your laptop with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring all that stuff because I got to do all these other.
Oh
shows.
yeah, I mean if you're doing your other shows, but I think
we'll bring it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a studio that I was telling you guys, like it's a simulator. It's the office. We could do it there, or we could. There's a couple different options.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we do it at a course, then we'll figure it out.
All right.
Of course. All right, beautiful. Well, thank you to Scott Miner for joining us. Thank you to Carl from Philly Golfgram for setting up the little round robin draft. Nice to see some of those familiar faces who do a great job on social media promoting Philly golf, looking to do some more with that crew. So a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging in there with us. And we'll be back from sunny Jupiter, Jupe Life next week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.